good morning. You might be tuning in from Instagram, from Facebook, from YouTube, from TikTok, or maybe even from shoplc.com. So wherever you're tuning in from, we're happy to have you here. Welcome. My name is Lauren Masters. I'm one of your hosts here at ShopLC. And if you're unfamiliar with ShopLC as a whole, we are actually a home shopping network. So good old-fashioned home shopping network. Exactly what you're thinking, right? Probably what you watched at your grandma's house in the kitchen when you would come over winter break or summer vacation and she'd have that on. That's what we do. We are actually a nationally broadcast television channel, home shopping television channel, and we have moved into the live streaming space. We've been live streaming probably about 2.5, if not 3 years now. I'll be coming up on my 2-year anniversary in September. So yeah, probably about 2.5 years because they had started about 6 months or so before I got here. So I've been doing live streams for quite a bit, but we are really upping our game in the past couple of months. And we are so excited to be livening this space up, making it more modern, more exciting, and such an experience for y'all. We want this to be an experience and a fun experience, right? You're not going to tune in if you're not having fun. So we are going to make this a fun shopping experience, and it's very personal and customizable. So one thing that really sets our live streaming space apart from our television space is we make this about you. I always say y'all are my co-host. So if there's something that we show and it's just like lingering in the back of your mind, you can't stop thinking about it, feel free to type in the comments, hey, Lauren, could you show me item number 1 again? I'm happy to do that. We are able to go back and show you something, or maybe you want to cross shop a couple of things. I know we have a couple of amethyst rings. And you're like, ooh, wait, I like that one. But actually, I liked the first one too. Could you show me this together? We can do that. That is the beauty of the live stream, is we have the flexibility to move things around and to bring you exactly what you're looking for. So today we are doing bold and beautiful pieces. And let me tell you, if this is a example of bold, y'all, look at that ring. Look at how high up that is. Look at just the stones holding that ring up, the basket of gemstones holding that stone in place. That is bold. That is beautiful. And that's just a sample of what you're going to get on today's live stream. We will be going live from 10 until 12, 10 till noon Central Time. And then we'll be back again with you guys from 2 to 4 p.m. And then again from 6 to 8. I'll be with y'all 2 to 4. And then someone else will take over the reins from 6 to 8. Okay, so a couple of little housekeeping things in regards to the live stream. One, how you shop. You might be going, this is new to me. I haven't shopped on social media. I haven't shopped on the live stream. I don't know what I'm doing. I would have been right there with you before I came here to ShopLC. So in the live stream, it is super simple. You are going to use the comment feature. So like I was saying, comment to chit chat, interact. We love interaction, but also comment to shop. So you can comment shop with the item number, shop 1, shop 2, shop 3, however it might be. And that is going to prompt a link to be sent to your inbox. So it's not an instant charge, nothing like that. We don't even have access to charge your card, okay? We are simply going to send a link to that product, and then from there you would click on it. Let's say it's a ring, which majority of our show is rings. So you would get a link, and then from there you go to that page, you select your ring size, and then you'll be able to purchase right there on shoplc.com. And that's also going to be where you apply your coupon code. Yes, you have a coupon code, okay? So that coupon code is LIVE25, LIVE25. You can see it right there behind me, LIVE25. That is going to get you 25% off your order today, and that will be good for 48 hours. And it's a rotating coupon code, so as long as we know, for as far as we know, that coupon code will continue to roll over to the next shows and be applicable for 48 hours from the time we do this show. And then tomorrow, the next items, and it carries on just like that. So 25% off, 25% off all of these gorgeous, big, bold, beautiful pieces that we are showing you here today. That's a good deal, y'all. That's a good little savings. That's 1/4 off. Okay, so that's pretty big savings. I would definitely take advantage of that if there's one of these pieces. Maybe it's something you've been eyeing on the website. Maybe you've seen it on the live broadcast and you're like, oh, I've seen that before. Wait, I can get 25% off today? Yeah, so take advantage of that. Now, we also have complimentary shipping on all orders $49.99 or more. We don't do that on the live TV side. We have complimentary shipping on Tuesdays and Fridays on the app. So if you like complimentary shipping, which who doesn't, right? I pretty much will always add something else to my cart if it means I will get complimentary shipping. Like, I'd rather buy something else than pay $6.99 for shipping, right? So if you like complimentary shipping, this is the place to shop, the place to be right here in the live stream. Good morning, Isaac. Isaac said, I just wanted to say hello. I will see you later. Okay, I'm guessing you are at work. Have a great work day. Isaac, thank you for popping on to say hello. It is always nice to see a friend popping in. There are a lot of familiar faces on the live stream. I always say we're a live stream family. So if it's your first time tuning in, do not be shy. Say hello. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We want to get to know you. That's another really great thing about the live stream is we get to know one another. We have the chance to be interactive, to chit chat. And so we want you to interact. We want you to write in. We want you to engage with us. That really is so much fun for us here at Shop LC. All right. So we talked about the coupon code. We talked about complimentary shipping. We talked about how you shop. The final thing that I always like to cover is budget pay. So you'll see if you go to the website, this BP, and then I'll have a separate price. And it will say, Isaac, I don't know what you're saying. He said you're still there. Yes, I'm still here. I thought you were leaving. I thought you were going to work. Jody is joining us as well. We have Miss Pat. We have Pam joining us. So lots of new faces as well. Okay, so what was I talking about? I already forgot. Budget pay. Okay, budget pay is like my favorite thing. I have many little budget pays that hit my account every month because I don't just work here. I also shop here. So what we do with budget pay is with budget pay, you have portioned out payments. Now, this is not a Shop LC credit card, so we're not running a credit check. You're not filling out any kind of application. All you're going to do is select budget pay. And it's that easy. You select budget pay. We're going to portion those out. So today you would pay, let's say our item's $100. Today you would pay $20. If you had 5 budget pays, if you had 4, it'd be $25. Pay $20 plus tax, you're good. And then next month, $20. Next month, $20. So it is that easy, you guys. And there's no interest. There is no setup fee, convenience fee. You know, if you go to the tanning salon, I don't know why I always use this example, but you go and they're like, oh, you can why don't you get a membership? Which I ended up doing because I paid like $40 for a spray tan. They said, well, you know, you can get a membership for $55. And I was like, oh, that's great. But then they were like, yeah, well, the first time though, there's a setup fee of $60. And you're like, okay, is that really great? Which I think over time it does even out. But there's no setup fee for budget pay. There's no convenience fee. So you don't pay a penny more when you utilize your budget pay. So I encourage you, even if you can pay it out in full, why would you not just utilize budget pay? Those unexpected expenses come up. It could be dental work. It could be work on your car. And suddenly you're like, ooh, wish I had a little more change in my pocket. Okay. All right. Now let's get this show started. We're going to kick our show off with, I believe we're starting with amethyst. Ooh, yes. We're starting with a gorgeous amethyst. And when I tell you these pieces are big, these pieces are big. Okay. I'm not even putting on the right amethyst. That's how many gorgeous pieces we have in today's show. Look at this massive oval. That takes over the finger. That is a show-stopping piece. So you actually have a 9-carat oval. It's actually over 9. It's 9 carats 30 on your AAA African amethyst. Okay, now on these sides we have diamonds, champagne and white. And so we have to tell you about champagne diamonds. A lot of times colored diamonds will have a little bit of heat treatment to them to kind of pull out that deeper color. That is not the case with champagne diamonds. Champagne diamonds are mined in this color that you see. So that really warm, some people use different terms for champagne diamonds, chocolate diamonds. People use different names. We use champagne diamonds. I really like that. I think that's very fitting, right? Champagne diamonds, very elegant, very upscale. So you've got champagne diamonds as well as white diamonds moving down the side of your band. A really nice high up placed stone. That's going to allow a lot of light to enter in. You've got the filigree work there on the front, and that's going to allow light to enter into that stone. But you're seeing the depth of color, right? That purple, that royal purple is rich, it's deep, and that is because this is, like I mentioned, a AAA amethyst. When it comes to grading stones, quad A is at the tippity top, right? AAA right there. So if we were looking at a quad A, it would be done in gold without a doubt, or even in platinum, right? We reserve our quad A stones for gold or platinum. Now, if you want to get a lot of bang for your buck, get a AAA in 18 karat gold vermeil. So that is 18 karat gold over sterling silver, but it's not simply dipped. That's the difference. Vermeil is not just like, okay, dipped. You'll see a lot of gold dipped out there in the marketplace. Vermeil has to have a certain number of layers of gold to be considered vermeil. And what that means is your gold isn't going to rub off, right? So you're going to have longevity with a piece like this. That gold is going to last you a lot longer. Art Deco styling on this one. You're going to have 20 of your white diamonds there, getting you 10 points of diamonds on the side of your band. This is just such a showstopper. The size of that blows my mind. Oh my goodness. That's something we tend to see with amethyst, right? You see these really beautiful large stones. I also want to point out this is a double prong setting. So on the outer edges of that stone, you're going to have two 18 karat gold prongs, kind of almost like these little claws holding that stone in just side by side. I'm holding in that beautiful amethyst. So that's a little added detail that we don't always see. But with a 9 karat stone, hey, you want that double safety, you want that security, really holding that stone in place. And that is what you are getting with this piece. Now, your starting price today was $199. We're going to bring that down with your coupon code to $149. And then you got your budget pay. Your budget pay, you guys, $29.99 to get this home. Can y'all believe that? If you are watching the show right now going, whoa, 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 I don't understand. How are they doing this? Our little secret, it's not really a secret, but what we do here at Shop LC is we actually manufacture our own jewelry. So since we manufacture our own pieces, we've cut out the middleman, and that is how we are able to bring you the prices that we do. Fun fact, you might actually own some Shop LC jewelry. If you have jewelry from, I don't know, let's say 20 years ago before we were a network, we were actually making jewelry for other home shopping channels, for department stores, for big box stores. And we were making jewelry for everyone. And our founder was like, why don't we just start selling our jewelry right to the people? Why don't we create our own network? And so that is how Shop LC began, as a home shopping channel and now as an online streaming platform where we are bringing our gorgeous jewelry directly from us to you so you can enjoy and wear. And honestly, what I love about Shop LC is accessibility, right? A lot of these items would seem unattainable if they were marked up in price. I mean, many of the things that I own from working here at Shop LC, I would likely not be able to own if I was going out and about shopping at traditional jewelry stores. That's kind of the one up, the edge that we have here at Shop LC. So for this gorgeous oval amethyst ring, this will be Shop 1. Shop 1 on that oval amethyst. We are going to have additional amethyst pieces. However, if you like this, go ahead and comment Shop 1. I always say utilize the comment function almost as like a bookmark. Like you're keeping tabs. Ooh, I like this. Okay, I'm going to bookmark this, and then you can go back at the end of the show. You can decide what you want to purchase. If there were a lot of things, you can cross-compare, click on this one, click on that one, see what's really calling your name today. But if you like it, go ahead and tab it, bookmark it, and comment Shop 1. That's just a good way to make sure you're keeping up to date on what you like, because, y'all, you can't see it, but we got a whole table of gemstone jewelry. So it can get a little bit overwhelming, and I would hate for you to be tuning in and suddenly be like, wait, which one did I like? So just go ahead and bookmark it. All right, now we have the corresponding pendant. Gorgeous, massive oval again on this pendant. One thing I love is this is actually going to come with the chain. So you're getting a 20-inch, 18 karat gold vermeil chain included. And our chains have a really beautiful polish to them. It's not just a run-of-the-mill chain. It's got a really nice polish in that 18 karat gold vermeil. And then you're also going to have on the bail those same champagne and white diamonds. Natural champagne and white diamonds. Remember, that means these are not heat treated. Those diamonds come from the earth with that gorgeous color tone, which is really special. Like, you know, many things are treated here and there, but champagne diamonds, fully natural. If you ever get the chance to tune in the overnight hours, Steve is actually from Australia, which champagne diamonds come from the Argyle mine in Australia. That's also the location where pink diamonds come from, which are also natural, non-heat treated. And he will tell you, many of his Australian friends have tuned into our broadcast online and their jaws drop when they see the prices that we sell champagne diamonds for, because they're like, if you were in Australia, there's no way that would happen. I don't know how we make it happen, but hey, we buy in bulk. I think that's kind of the beauty of it. Yes, we buy in bulk. We get a lot of those diamonds, and so anytime you're buying more, right, you're going to have a little more wiggle room to negotiate down on that price point. So you're actually getting 9.28 carats on that oval. Again, the double prong setting. So one, that's an aesthetic difference that to me adds just that little hint of glamour because you're seeing a little bit more of that 18 karat gold, but also it does provide added security. So you know that stone is very secure and in place on your pendant. Now, in regards to the diamonds, we're going to have 4 of those champagne diamonds. The champagne diamonds are slightly larger than your white diamonds. So you'll see the champagne diamonds, those are 1.5 millimeters. 4 of those moving up the bail, and then 6 white diamonds on each side. So kind of just creating this train track of diamonds moving up the bail. So bail to base beauty on this one, top to bottom, glamour, beauty, elegance, amethyst with diamonds at under $200. It's pretty crazy, y'all. That is pretty crazy. And not just amethyst and diamonds, but a massive amethyst stone. We're talking about a total carat weight of 9 carats 40. Art Deco styling on this one. Now, sometimes I say with these bigger pieces, it's up to you if you want to get the corresponding pieces. If you just want one because you're like, oh, it's really big, it's really bold, I'm not necessarily someone who would mix and match those. It might be a little over the top for me. That is okay. Totally personal preference. But I know some of you out there, you're like, go big or go home. I'm getting both. I'm getting the set. If you wanted to do both, you're looking at $300 today for the ring, the pendant with the chain included. So you have a ready-to-wear set. And it's a bold set. It's a bold look. You can get that home for $300. Now, you'll be able to apply your budget pay. So basically, that'll be $30. Not 30. 30 and 30, $60 to get these home utilizing your budget pay. Remember, the ring was shop 1, your pendant is shop 2. I'm going to slip that off the neckline and measure that bail to base for y'all. Same price points. We've matched the price, $199 on the pendant as well. And then, of course, that $30 budget pay. You might be going, well, why are you matching the price? We have a little bit less diamond carat weight in the pendant. Well, you're getting the chain. And the chain's a big deal. Look at even on the back of that. One thing I always am so impressed with Shop LC is the finishes. So the under galleries, the back of pendants, everything is always beautifully finished. So bail to base on this one, you're looking at exactly an inch. Okay, so exactly an inch. When this falls to the neckline from bail to base, you're going to have a full inch of beautiful gemstone landscape there on your neckline. All right, friends, this will be Shop 2. So our amethyst collection, Shop 1 and Shop 2 for those gorgeous amethyst and diamond pieces. We've got some friends joining us. Roberta. We have, Hikes Travels Chronicled. I like that. Let us know what kind of cool hikes you're doing. I have a friend. She's out in Utah right now. Her and her boyfriend, they're doing a different hike every day. I'm like, I think they're on day 9. I don't know.
It's exhausting.
Yeah, I don't necessarily have it in me to hike that many days, but I love seeing the views that she posts. I'm like, dang, it's beautiful out there, but 9 days of hiking, and they're still going. I think they're doing a full 2 weeks, so they're getting in their steps, that's for sure. Okay, what do we have next, Elias? Oh, this is beautiful. This is one that before the show I was like, I don't think I've seen this one. I was kind of taking a peek at everything we have. This is going to be, I'm going to let y'all just see it first. Okay, so that's in our stone. That is an Elysian opal. So that is not your traditional. I know when we see opals, we typically think
that pink tape.
Ethiopian Wellow opal. That is the most, thank you, John, the most traditional opal. Well, Elysian opals, they almost have a little bit, almost looks like a bolder opal. That's what I would say. So there's almost like a blue undertone. With an Ethiopian Wellow opal, we're looking at more of a white undertone, and then you see those flashes of the rainbow. With an Elysian opal, you have a blue undertone, and then you see the flashes of the rainbow coming through that blue undertone. Now, your accent stones on this one, you've got multi-tourmaline moving there around the outer edges, and we're calling this the Aurora Bloom, which kind of makes sense, right? Well, for me, Aurora, I think of Sleeping Beauty. For some of you, Aurora, you might be thinking Aurora Borealis, right? That kind of mystical glow. A lot of different ways that could be thought of. But you're going to have, moving right there on the interior, a row of white zircon. And then on the outer edges, we're going to have all of that multi-tourmaline. Now, I love our multi-tourmaline here at Shop LC. I was saying this last night because it's really warm. You're getting a color array, but it's not like big burst. It's very cohesive. So all of those colors, though they're different, right? You're seeing pinks, pink, orange. You're seeing like a wine kind of grape color. You've got a light teal, a light lavender, green. You're seeing all of those different colors, but they're soft, they're warm, so it's very cohesive as you make your way around that piece. So instead of it being like bam, bam, burst, burst, boom, you're seeing all of these really cohesive colors moving together to kind of incorporate that Elysian opal, which again is going to have the colors of the rainbow. So you see those colors drawn out from your opal through all of that multi-tourmaline. Here's another peek at the ring on the hand. And again, right there, that inner halo, that's going to be gorgeous white zircon, not to be fused with cubic zirconia. And I'll say, before Shop LC, I would have thought they were the same thing. White zircon is actually an earth-mined gemstone. Earth-mined gemstone is one of the oldest gemstones, in fact. Ooh, what is our size range in these, Elias? I've been totally forgetting to mention size range. Now, your Elysian opal, that's going to be a 10 by 8 millimeter, getting you 1.84 carats on that stone. Oh, thank you, Elias. Sizes 5 through 10. Petite fingered friends, hello. We have this available for you. Now, book-in sizes are the earliest and quickest to go. So if you are a size 5, I would say don't wait, don't hesitate. Comment shop 3 to make sure you are getting yours home. We do have some amazing 5-star reviews, which I always love sharing with you guys. Tanya wrote, I love this ring. So absolutely colorful and beautiful. Yes, colorful is the word for this ring. Between the Elysian opal and the multi-tourmaline, you are getting so much color. And we have Deborah. Deborah said this ring was beautiful. And then she just said I had to order it and get a different size. So that's the beauty of Shop LC, is she's still giving us a 5-star review because she loves it so much. And she's not like, oh, I'm giving up on it. She's like, I'm just going to send it back and get a different size. That's how much she loved the ring. So we do have a 30-day joy guarantee. So if you get something home, whether it doesn't fit quite right, like I forget her name. If it doesn't fit quite right, that's okay. We will make that right for you. That was Deborah. Deborah, the ring didn't fit right. No worries. She's like, I have a 30-day joy guarantee. I'll send that back. I'll get the correct size. If you're trying to match something, I always use that example. If say you're trying to match a ring with a pair of earrings that you already own, you get it home and you're like, ooh, it's not the look I was hoping for. That's okay. You have security here at Shop LC because you have that 30-day joy guarantee. And that is always applicable on the live stream. There will be times where we don't allow returns on the television side, mostly during clearance primarily, but we will always have a 30-day joy guarantee here on the live stream. So this ring right here, this will be Shop 3. And now we're going to get into a corresponding pendant. So we've got some really great corresponding pieces. And I would say a majority, actually all of our pendants are going to be corresponding pendants to the rings that we've included in this show. Again, you're going to get a 20-inch 18 karat gold vermeil chain. That's got a nice little lobster claw closure there on the back. You're going to have your Elysian opal surrounded by your multi-tourmaline and white zircon. So it's the exact same styling, pretty much the same carat weight, 1.85 carats on your Elysian opal, and then an additional about 3 carats from the white zircon and the multi-tourmaline. Look at how large that presents on the neckline. And that's not even direct to the skin. That's on my dress, and it's still just very eye-catching, like instantly eye-catching because of the size, and also because there's something about opal, right? Kind of that magical, mystical property where you see all of those different streaks of colors of the rainbow just kind of dancing within that stone. Makes for a really, really special look on the neckline. Now, this one, again, done in 18 karat gold vermeil. I'm going to show you those together. Ooh, look at that. What a combination. A direct match, pretty much, when it comes to size from the ring to the pendant. Sometimes maybe there might be a little variation, but these are going to be essentially a direct match as you move from the ring to the pendant. So if you were looking at the ring going, I wanted to get that as a gift. October's birthstone is opal. So if you have a loved one in your life with an October birthday, getting Elysian opal is kind of special because we're all very used to Ethiopian willow opal, right? I would say we see Ethiopian willow opal often. It's kind of the most well-known opal, right? The white, milky, you get all those rainbow colors. That's the opal that we know. Elysian opal, not as much, right? Just like with Boulder opal, you don't see them as frequently. However, you have the opportunity right now to pretty much knock someone's socks off, right? You get this for someone as a gift whose birthday is in October. They're going to be like, whoa, what is this? Like, oh, Elysian opal, it's your birthstone. Like, They might not even know Elysian Opal exists. That is just how neat and different and kind of off the beaten path Elysian Opal is. And you are getting the opportunity right here this morning to own something that is so unique and so different. Now, on some of these items, you'll see an option at the bottom to bundle and save. And what that does is if you're purchasing a set like this, it'll give you an additional 10% off. A long time ago, Elias and I figured out that in many cases, you can bundle and save, and then you can add our coupon code on top. Sometimes it doesn't work, but sometimes it does. I always say it never hurts to try. Just give it a whirl, see if it happens. If not, it's better to do this separately with the 25% off. But if you were to bundle and save, you're looking at a budget pay of $71 for both, to get both home. Now, if you would like to go for one of these, $187 is going to be the price point for your pendant. Did I go over the price point for the ring? I did.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. $187 will be the price point for the pendant with a $37.50 budget pay. So if I miss a price or something, y'all let me know. Holler at me in the comments. Hey, you missed that, because I get overly excited sometimes and miss things. $187.50 with a $37 budget pay here on your pendant, chain included, ready to wear, ready to gift. All of our jewelry comes in beautiful packaging, so when you get it home, put a bow on there, and it is ready to give away. Or if you treat yourself, right? It is always a good day to treat yourself. Now, don't overdo it. My friend and I were just talking about that. We're like, oh, it's really hard sometimes to decide, oh, do I treat myself? Do I save? You know, we all have our own personal budgets, so do what you can do. But if you're shopping here at Shop LC, you're already saving a ton of money. So you're allowing yourself to get a whole lot more within that monthly spending budget. All right, this will be shop 4. So far we've completed 2 complete sets of jewelry. We had an amethyst set as well as a opal set. That Elysian Opal is what we are looking at. Okay, next up we are getting into, that big ruby. Remember the ruby from the beginning that I was like, if this is a representation of the show, you know it is going to be big and bold. Here she is. Okay, here's that massive ruby. So this is your Nyasa ruby, and this is going to be an Asher cut. So an Asher cut is one of the most exciting cuts. That means it has almost a stair-step-like cut moving down into the stone. So when you look at an Asher cut, the way I explain it, it's almost like looking into a swimming pool that has all of these stairways on all sides going downward, and it's like you could just jump into the center of the stone. That is the way I see an Asher cut. It is a very unique cut. It's a very special cut. And you have the opportunity to own an Asher cut Nyasa ruby today. Now we're going to have white zircon in all of that styling. And I kind of briefly showed you the styling on this piece, but oh my goodness, it is intricate. It is regal. There is something incredibly intricate and beautiful about this piece. It is going to be an 18 karat rose gold vermeil. So we're still utilizing that vermeil technique where we're putting all these microns of gold on top of sterling silver. So we're working with all precious metals, but by using silver and gold, that's going to help us keep the price down for you. Now I want you to see behind me here, look at all the intricacies in holding up this stone. You have layers upon layers, ribbons upon ribbons of white zircon, almost creating a basket, this woven look, holding your ruby in place. It's incredible, you guys. It has this Art Deco, almost Victorian styling to it with that woven. I always call it like a ribboning effect because you see these layers of white zircon intertwining with one another. And so it almost just looks like this beautiful ribboning effect. As you move down the sides of the band, you see this kind of infinity styling. So they crisscross right there to give you that infinity style look in your white zircon. So here's a peek of this on the hand. I want you to first just look at the Asher cut. Just look at the magnitude of that stone. That's huge, right? Oh my goodness. Let's see if y'all can guess the carat weight. Okay, it's 14 by 14 millimeters. What? Okay, that's huge. Carat weight, y'all. I'm going to give y'all a second to guess as I measure this ring from top to bottom. You're looking at 1/2 inch there. Okay, 1/2 inch, top to bottom. That'd be side to side as well. As an Asher cut is essentially a square. Your carat weight is over 21 carats. Sometimes these carat weights truly blow my mind. Can you imagine wearing a ring that is 21 carats of a genuine fine gemstone? can't even imagine. I don't own a piece this big or this bold or this eye-catching and striking, but you can right here, right now. There is that side. It really, that's the, what makes this so special is all of that intricate work there, holding up your stone, moving down the sides of that band. And I'll hold this up for y'all to see as well. So you can really see the intricacies there. That is amazing. Oh my goodness. Over 21 carats. I can't get over that. And then you have 138 white zircon, which makes sense, right? I mean, thank you, Elias. You're showing us another angle here of the kind of intertwining of all of those white zircon. It is like we've woven a basket that is holding that stone in place. It is just so intricate, so detailed, and that carries all the way around 360 degrees around that stone of this woven basket look. Yes, Miss Pat, wow, gorgeous ring. I know, gorgeous. There are like endless words that we could use to describe this ring. Endless words we could use. Regal, royal, gorgeous, kind of out of this world, honestly, because it is just so prominent. It's large and in charge right here. All right, this will be shop, we haven't gotten to the price. Shop 5. So if you're loving it, get to shop 5. But price point on this, we're starting at $3.99. We're instantly taking that to $2.99 with our coupon code. And then you are looking at a $60 budget pay. So $60 to get this home on the hand, in your jewelry box, into your jewelry collection. You will want to call that number on your screen. Sizes start at 6 and run through size 10. So a little bit more limited on your sizing. If you're like myself and you wear size 5, I would say you could possibly just go up. Wear it on the middle finger if you wanted to go with a size 6. Of course, you can always use the silicone ring backings. I used to use those all the time when I was younger. I actually need to get some now, even just for working. And sometimes the samples are a little bit large. And those silicone ring backings, that allows you to wear anything. If it's just, even if you're like me and maybe your hands, I think most of us feel a little bit smaller in the winter. So you order a ring, you're like, oh, it fits perfect. And then as winter approaches, suddenly you're like, oh, it's a little bit loose. I'm nervous to wear that. Get some of those silicone ring backings, put them on. It's going to give you that nice, comfortable fit. And it's comfy. It's not like, doesn't mess with your flexibility, nothing like that. So it's a great thing to just have in your jewelry box, just in case you ever feel like, your hands feel a little bit looser that day. You're in a cold environment, or even if you're in a hot environment, oftentimes then your fingers might seem a bit larger. So maybe you size up, you do a lot of traveling in warm climates, or you live in a place like Texas where it is just hot, hot, hot. There we go. All right. This will be shop 5. That is a $60 budget pay. That will be the largest ruby, actually the only ruby, I believe, that we have in today's show. So if you are a July baby, or if you just love rubies, that's the gemstone you want to add to your collection today. This is going to be your ruby opportunity. Shop 5. How are y'all doing out there? It is Wednesday, you guys. We are halfway through the week. Can you believe it? We are on our way to the weekend. We have made our way. We have survived, and we're going to keep on trucking into the weekend. I know some of us will be working through the weekend. Everybody's working for the weekend or through the weekend, but that's okay. Okay, look at this. Y'all, mandarin citrine. Look at the color on that citrine. So a lot of times when we see citrine, it's more yellow, right? This is what you want in a citrine. Actually, I would say for the most part, when it comes to citrine, we mainly see it as an accent stone. And that's when you see the very soft orange almost into the yellow tones. But with this ring, it is all orange, you guys. Okay, this is a AA mandarin citrine. It's going to be surrounded by our luxuriant lab-grown diamonds. Taking a little pause to talk to y'all about our luxuriant lab-grown diamonds. So there's been a huge burst in the jewelry industry, and that has come from the availability of lab-grown diamonds. So the longest time we relied, obviously, on earth mine diamonds, and that meant we were very reliant on basically what the earth was giving us, right? There were also thoughts of, okay, is this ethically okay? Now, here at Shop LC, our earth mine diamonds are ethically sourced, but also what are the environmental repercussions, right? You'll see a lot of these mines, and you can look at mines that are no longer being used, and it's almost like a ghost town, right? Everything was mined up. It's like when you think about if you've ever done a road trip west, and you go to some of those gold mining towns, it's like you see literally these ghost towns where it used to be a hustle and a bustle, and then they discovered all the gold, or they didn't discover gold, and they packed it up and they left, and they just left everything behind. And that's kind of what a mine is like. After it's been mined out, it's like, okay, we're done here. Leave it be and go. And that area is just kind of wrecked, essentially. So there are a lot of things that have people second guessing whether they wanted Earth Mine Diamonds in their collection. Now, I still love Earth Mine Diamonds. I think there's a time and a place for everything. We still feature a ton of Earth Mine Diamonds. It's really just knowing where those diamonds are being sourced. But being able to utilize lab diamonds has really changed the game in jewelry. It has allowed for the usage of top quality diamonds for a fraction of the price. And that comes from the ability of we are able to control the environment where these stones are produced, right? So we can create the perfect environment to get a quality diamond over and over and over again, instead of relying on what the earth is producing, which we have no say, right, in the environment that stone is being created in. We get to create the desired environment for these pieces. So it's making diamonds so much more feasible. I've seen friends, I had a friend, she got a gorgeous, massive engagement ring. And I remember seeing it for the first time. I was just like, oh my gosh, it's stunning. It wouldn't have crossed my mind, oh, is that a lab diamond? No, it doesn't cross our minds. It's not something that we're thinking about when we see our friend's gorgeous ring. We just go, oh my gosh, your engagement ring is stunning. And later down the road, we were at another friend's bachelorette party, and she mentioned, oh my gosh, yeah, my ring's lab grown. She had no shame in her game. It's a diamond, you guys. It is the exact same thing. But as she explained, she was like, I really wanted this look. It wasn't necessarily in the budget with an Earth Mine diamond, and so we went with a lab diamond because I knew the size that I wanted, the carat weight that I wanted. And I think a lot of times that's where there's a little bit of a disconnect, is us ladies, we're wanting this massive carat weight. And I feel like the pressure for massive carat engagement rings has gotten higher and higher and higher. Just looking at all of my friends who've gotten engaged from the time I graduated college till now. And if you live in Texas, if you went to A&M, you know, there's a lot of people who get engaged that final spring. And looking at everyone I know, it's like the engagement ring size has just gotten higher and higher and higher. And that seems to kind of be like what us ladies then register in the back of our mind is like, oh, well, that's the norm. Well, you look at the price point, and that is not necessarily a feasible norm for a lot of people. Well, we've introduced lab diamonds, and we are making that a feasible norm. So we're making that possible. So it's kind of one of those, look through the research for yourself, and it's a personal preference, but I feel like if you can get what you're looking for within your budget, it seems like a really smart choice. Good morning, Lisa. Thank you for joining us. Oh my goodness. She's saying good morning to everybody. I like that little emoji, that little cowboy emoji. Perfect for us folks out here in Texas. Okay, so I will get off the lab diamond tangent, but this is featuring lab diamonds and a lot of them. So your citrine is a trillion cut. We are starting with size 6. What are we going up through, Elias?
We are going up to 12.
Oh my goodness, 6 through 12 with half sizes, you guys. So half sizes, we don't have that in everything, but we do have the half sizes in this. And this is part of our not only luxuriant collection, but also our Luxoro collection. So we're dipping into a lot of luxury with this piece, which our Luxoro collection simply means that a ring is done or a pendant is done either 10 or 14 karat gold. So this ring is done in 10 karat yellow gold. We've got the luxuriant lab diamonds, and then you have your massive trillion cut citrine. Your total carat weight on this is 4 3/4 carats. 4 3/4 carats, massive total carat weight. And look at the sparkle on those diamonds. Again, there is something about a lab-grown diamond because it's perfect every time. Okay, let's look at these reviews. I love Robin's already. She said, Mandarin Garnet. Oh my. Oh my. That is, we'll be like, oh my. This is gorgeous. This ring is gorgeous. My mother has a Mandarin, I think she means Mandarin citrine, but hers are all small stones. That's more typical, right? I was telling you, citrine, normally it's like the accent stone. So to see the citrine front and center is pretty special. When I saw this ring, I knew I had to have it. The color in the stone is unmatched, and the setting is very pretty too. Kudos to Tony for bringing this wonderful ring to us. And if y'all don't know Tony, Tony is one of our hosts. He's also a gem hunter, so he is on the hunt to always find us new and exciting gemstones. And so this is one of the gemstones that he's brought in to Shop LC. We had Kamal K wrote, beautiful color and carat weight. Yeah, color and carat weight, come on. That combination is pretty exquisite. And the trillion was actually cut that started with tanzanite. So the trillion cut was created for tanzanite. And then, of course, it's been utilized in more and more gemstones. But originally, it was a cut designated for tanzanite. And it's still thought to be the best cut when talking about tanzanite. All right, so price point on this. Again, we are looking at 10 karat gold. What is our carat weight in diamonds, Elias? Thank you. Okay, 73 points of diamonds. So that means essentially a full 4 carats are coming from your citrine. So 4 carats of citrine, 3/4 carats of diamonds. And these are not tiny little diamonds. These are a 1.75 millimeter stone when we're talking about those diamonds, which is prominent. A tennis bracelet can go from about 1.5 millimeters up to 3 millimeters. So it's letting you know. You could literally have a tennis bracelet with stones of this size. And when a tennis bracelet, you know, those stones are going to be quite noticeable. All right, friends, this is going to be coming down from $1,199 down to $899. So under $1,000 for a massive 4 carat citrine, 3/4 carats of diamonds, and then a budget pay of $180 to get this home. 10 karat gold, diamonds, massive citrine. And I love that one review because it really spoke to what I was trying to say in the beginning when I was saying, you know, majority of the time when you see citrine, it's in these teeny tiny accent stones. And so when they're teeny tiny stones, right, they're a little more subtle in color. But when you get this large stone, this 4 carat stone, the color is so saturated. And so this is probably the most exciting, the most eye-catching citrine I've ever seen. Remember, I mentioned September is my 2-year anniversary here at Shop LC. So I've seen quite a bit of citrine in my time here at Shop LC. This is the most striking citrine piece I have ever seen. Budget pay on that, $180. It is absolutely gorgeous. That will be Shop, what are we on now? Shop 6. Shop 6, which I believe citrine might be the alternate gemstone. Is it the alternate gemstone, Elias? Do you remember for the month of October?
I believe it's September.
September. Okay, so this is the September birthstone, which actually makes sense, right? The leaves are starting to change. The colors are starting to change. I forget what we were showing last night. Oh, we were showing garnet. And I kept saying to Sean, I was like, man, this garnet, it's literally like the leaves changing. It's getting me into fall mode, which we are far from. November birthstone. Okay, so yeah, it still is those leaves changing. It's like we are far from fall here in Texas. However, I kept looking at that garnet. We had this leaf-like bypassing, and I was like, so this is bringing on all the fall feelings, which are not coming anytime soon, which is fine. I love summer. I love summertime. So many sweet comments coming in. Tyra, good morning, friend. I am so excited to see you on here. Tyra is one of my best friends, and she's also started modeling for us here at Shop LC. So she was on air with Courtney yesterday morning from, I think, 6 to 9? I believe 6 to 9. So she started modeling for us. Lisa, I've never seen one either, right? This is not common to have a citrine of this size. So I'm really taken aback by it. Very pretty. So many comments coming in. Thank you, everybody, for commenting, for engaging with us. It really does make a difference because, like I said, y'all are the co-hosts. This is a solo show, and we've got a great team behind the scenes, but as far as being up here hosting, it's a solo show. So y'all get to be our co-hosts, so we really do appreciate all of the engagement. All right, Shop 6 on that gorgeous citrine, November birthstone. We all got schooled a little bit, right? We started with October, and then we're like, maybe it's September. Oh, no, it's November. Now we will never forget, though. There's 12 birthstones. Kind of hard to keep them all in track. Okay, now we're getting into morganite. And morganite, there is Maripino morganite, which we're about to see, which is a really nice, soft, peachy tone. And then there's also pink morganite. So pink morganite is going to be like a really sweet baby pink. There's a pretty distinct difference when looking at those two different gemstones. But let me talk to you a little bit about morganite. I'm going to slip this on the hand, and then I'll get into morganite. So morganite is a stone that is actually named after J.P. Morgan. Isn't that neat? And I always say, what do we think about when we hear the J.P. Morgan? We think about money. We think about finances. We think about high end. We think about luxury, right? Those kind of word association. I think those things would come to mind. Let me know in the comments what comes to mind when you hear J.P. Morgan. Banking, right? That's what comes to mind. So this is a very prestigious gemstone. And named after J.P. Morgan, it is a very luxe stone. It's a very highly sought after stone. I love it because of the soft peachy tone. I don't know if there's anything quite like it out there in the world of jewelry. Just that color tone is unique to morganite. When we get into pink style gemstones, you've got kunzite, which is more of a purpley pink, kind of like our lighting. That's very kunzite-esque. Then you have morganite, which is that beautiful peachy color. And then you have pink morganite, that baby pink. I'm trying to think of what would be even more vibrant in pink. Maybe like a pink sapphire would have like a nice bright pop of pink. But there is nothing quite like morganite that has that really soft peachy color tone. Now your morganite right here, this is a certified and appraised piece, which is always really nice for our collectors because being certified and appraised, you're going to get this little card with it. It's also a Luxoro piece, so you will get a Luxoro card as well, which will also detail the carat weights, the metal, everything about your stone. So you are looking at a 4-carat oval morganite. Now, there are some accent stones, and you don't notice them right away. They're kind of like secret accent stones. They're worked into this beautiful setting that Shop LC has created. So you got this kind of woven setting in your 10-carat rose gold. So yes, we are in our Luxoro collection, 10-carat rose gold. You've got this gorgeous basket woven setting, and we've got 4 diamonds planted on each edge, kind of right there underneath your double prong setting. So again, utilizing those double prongs for 2 reasons. 1, for style, and 2, to give you that extra strength, that extra hold when it comes to a stone of this size, right? Over 4 carats on that morganite. We want to make sure that that is in place, strong, and ready to be held in place. All right, so you're gonna have those 4 diamonds, those hidden diamonds. I've become a really big fan of like hidden halos, hidden stones. It's a special little thing that someone else might not notice if you're just sitting there having a cup of coffee, but you know those diamonds are there. So it's a little secret with yourself. It's just a sweet, special detail. Very Victorian in style on this one. And just the overall, it's kind of like this banner design with that setting that gives it a very Victorian look.
I think of Giuseppe with your hidden.
Yes, the GP collection, those always have that little hidden sapphire, Elias. That's a great point. It's sweet to have these little hidden stones. Take a peek at that. Now, I'm going to read you. First, we'll go over our price, and then I'm going to get into the appraisal, which is going to blow your mind.
They are seeing a different price on their end.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, this on clearance.
So, okay, y'all are seeing $15.99. Our price for you today, before we even do our coupon code, so this is the leftover from clearance. And we were talking about it last night. We're really not supposed to keep these items at this clearance price, but sometimes we will. So we have dropped this to $1,039.99. Then you're going to apply your coupon code on top of that, which is going to bring you to $780 with a $156 budget pay. So you were actually getting this for under $800. A ring that was priced at $1,600, you're getting it for like less than half the price at $780. And y'all ready for this appraisal? The estimated replacement value, this is from a third party, an outside party, is $3,750. $3,750 is that estimated replacement value. So even before your coupon code, you're at a third of the price that this would be replaced at. This would be sold at most jewelers. Here at Shop LC, you're getting this home for $780. That is just incredible, you guys. And when you see all the intricacies, I encourage you, comment Shop 7. And when you go to the website, there's going to be lots of pictures so you can see all the different angles, because all this beautiful metalwork in your gold, there is so much intricacy. Okay, that's not just like a teeny tiny bit of 10-carat rose gold. That is intricate, well thought out. designed 10 karat gold. A great size range. We are starting at size 5. We are moving up from there with half sizes through size 8. We do have those higher sizes, but they're currently out of stock. I would suggest higher size, there's a little bell. Click on the bell, put in your email. We will notify you if we get your size back in stock, or if we produce more, maybe we're able to alter a ring size. It's not too hard to do. But if you want to call the personal shoppers and talk to them about ring sizing, that's totally doable because this is done in 10 karat rose gold. That number is 888-835-2237. And something to note is this number is designated for the live stream. So we have our own specific personal shopper number designated to the live stream. They know what we're doing, and they know about our coupon codes, so they are going to be ready. She has this ring. She gave it a 5-star review. She said, beautiful ring, high quality. I have not taken it off since receiving it. Okay, y'all know when you get something and you don't take it off, you love it, right? I mean, there was a pair of pajamas I got recently. Literally, it was like a pair of $10 pajamas, but I love them so much. Like, I wore them, I washed them, for a good couple of weeks. They were my favorite pajamas. Like, when you wear something like that, you know you love it when you want to keep wearing it over and over and over again. All right, friends, this will be shop 7 for that morganite ring, and I do believe that's our only piece. Actually, we might have one more morganite. Oh, we do. It's really pretty. So we can do a cross shop when we get to that one, and you can pick your favorite there on your morganite. Yes, Miss Pat, thank you. She said your jewelry store can easily size it. Yeah, your at-home jeweler could absolutely size it, but talk to Shop LC because they might be able to size it for you in-house. And it can come to you perfect size, ready to wear. So that's an option. Definitely call those personal shoppers. All right, shop 7, lucky number 7 for your morganite. Now, getting into my second favorite gemstone. And if you see me out and about, you will oftentimes see me wearing my own personal Sleeping Beauty turquoise ring. It is one of my absolute favorite rings. Now, it is not this size, okay? And it does not include diamonds. Actually, I have 2 Sleeping Beauty turquoise rings. One is teeny tiny. It's probably about a 1/4 carat. It's done in, I think, sterling silver. And then the other one I have actually is in gold, but it's 3 very small stones. This is going to be a massive Sleeping Beauty. Your Sleeping Beauty alone, 15 by 15 on that cushion cut. Y'all, that is 10.5 carats of Sleeping Beauty turquoise. Sleeping Beauty turquoise, single source gemstone. It is an American treasure. It's so special to me because we talk about these stones that are from all these exotic places, but I really love that we have a stone that is from right here in the USA, a true American treasure. Take a peek here. So this is where Sleeping Beauty is sourced. And this is where it gets its name. Because if you see this, it looks like Sleeping Beauty, right? She's sleeping there. She's waiting for her prince to come and wake her from her slumber. We know the movie Aurora. There she is. It's like she's sleeping. And you really can see that. That mountain, when you look at it from afar, you really do see that Sleeping Beauty. And that is where the name comes from for this gemstone, Sleeping Beauty turquoise. So what sets Sleeping Beauty apart from all the other turquoise out there? Because there's a lot of turquoise out there. Sleeping Beauty turquoise has no veining. It is pure. It is robin's egg blue. There is no imperfections within that stone. Now, veining does give turquoise personality. So people love turquoise with veining, and then also people love Sleeping Beauty turquoise because of the purity, because all you see is that richness in color. It is just perfection, right? So it's personality, it's personal preference. I like both. I like our Kingman turquoise with the veining. I think it's very fun. It has that southwestern flair. Then for some of those more luxe pieces, I love the purity of Sleeping Beauty turquoise, and that when you look at it, you just see blue, that perfect vivid blue. It's undescribable, you guys. So aside from just that massive cushion cut Sleeping Beauty turquoise, which is kind of all we need, but remember, when we're looking at Sleeping Beauty, sometimes those will be more of our luxe turquoise pieces. This one is going to be done in 10 karat yellow gold. You've got triple A on that Sleeping Beauty turquoise. So that's going to be a very vivid color on your stone. And then you've got 2 diamonds. So you've got a perfect petite diamond on each side of that massive cushion, just adding that little hint of glamour. Like I said, it's not needed. It is really not needed on this piece. The Sleeping Beauty turquoise could hold its own beautifully, but why not add just a little touch of glamour right there on each side? It's not taking away from the beauty of the Sleeping Beauty turquoise. It's just like, this is your luxury turquoise piece with those. Again, we're going to have the double prong setting. So that's not only going to keep that stone nice and set in place, but it's going to add additional gold, right? We're talking about 10 karat gold. So the more gold, the merrier on this one. Now, again, this is a certified and appraised piece. So your price today is not $12.99 like you're seeing. It actually has dropped down to $1,104. $1,104. And then after our coupon code, we're going under 900, you guys. Under 1,000, under 900. $828.75. $828.75 with a budget pay of $165.75. I'm so in awe, you guys. When I say Sleeping Beauty turquoise is my second favorite gemstone, like, I love it. Sizing, again, a little bit sporadic here. We're starting at size 5, which is really nice, and we go up through size 9. Now, those larger sizes are sold out. So again, click that bell, have it sized. Like Miss Pat said, you can have this sized at your local jeweler. If you have a jeweler that you trust and that you utilize frequently, go to them. If you would like, call our personal shoppers. They also sometimes can have some wiggle room to do sizing on these pieces. And Ellie's was showing you on the screen, but beautifully finished under gallery, which makes for a really comfortable fit on the hand. Your budget pay on this, as we mentioned, was $165.75. Well, I haven't gotten to what this is appraised at. So you're getting this for $828. Your estimated replacement value, $3,500. $3,500. $3,500. Can you all believe that? Oh my word. So you're not getting this for even a third of the price. You're getting this for nearly a fourth of the estimated replacement value. Blows my mind. All right, friends, you will want to comment shop 8 for your Sleeping Beauty turquoise, the only Sleeping Beauty turquoise of the show. So most of these are one and done. We have very few gemstones today that we're actually doing multiples of. We've got some new friends joining us. We've got that one. We've got Vicus. We've got Juanito. We've got Horse Stylist. Welcome in, guys. Thank you for tuning into our Wednesday morning live stream.
Buttercup joining us too on TikTok.
Oh, Buttercup. Well, good morning, Buttercup. You sound nice and sweet this morning. Welcome. It's Wednesday. We're midway through the week. This will be our 10 to noon live stream. We have got big, bold, beautiful gems for you. These are all going to be massive carat weights, prominent pieces, striking, noticeable. You will see them across the room kind of pieces, okay? Those are the pieces that we're looking at here on this specific show. So we've done Sleeping Beauty, we've done Citrine, Morganite, Ruby, Elysian Opal, Amethyst, all of these gemstones. Okay, we've done all of these gemstones, and we're going to continue. We've got more to do. We've got more to get through, but like I said, most of these are one and done. So if you're loving a specific piece, if you're loving a specific gemstone, go ahead and comment shop with the item number so that we can send you a link to that product. Now, we want you to have this link because it can get very confusing when we've got about 20 items to get through, and you get through to the second hour and you're like, whoa. What item number was the turquoise? What item number was the morganite? And of course, I can always go back through that with you, but it also helps sometimes just to go and get that link. We're not charging you. It's like a bookmark. You're bookmarking it for when you're ready to purchase, when you are ready to make that decision. Now, talking about amethyst, we are going to bring in an additional amethyst piece. And the first one that we saw was an oval. This is going to be a round, and again, a massive round. And I love the way that this one is done. So remember, at first glance, again, you were just seeing that rich, deep color. I mean, oh my goodness, that amethyst, that royal purple is so incredibly striking. Triple A on this Lusaka amethyst. And then you have diamonds. And you might be going, well, but Lauren, where are those diamonds? Right there on the side. The diamonds are actually holding up your Lusaka amethyst. They're actually holding that stone in place. So you have this almost cage basket holding your amethyst in place, and you can see the entire stone through that basket, which to me is incredible, right? To see the top to bottom. A lot of times when these are set, it's almost like everything's closed in, so you don't see the entire gemstone. In this piece, you are seeing top to bottom your gemstone, which makes it so special, right? To be able to see the entire gemstone. It's so neat. Now your diamonds, you've got 4 on each side, and those are moving down the side. So right there, holding up your stone, you have 4 diamonds. It's a really special setting. So at first glance, you're just going to notice, whoa, pop of color, right? Like that is a stop sign in amethyst. That is massive. That's going to be a 14 millimeter round, 9.6 carats of AAA Lusaka amethyst. This one will be done in 10 karat rose gold. So I believe the first amethyst that we did was in vermeil. So that's going to change your price point, which is great because we're allowing everyone to get in on amethyst. I talked about accessibility in the beginning of the show. That is a huge key here at Shop LCs. We want everyone to own these gemstones. So option 1 actually was our other amethyst piece. It was as well a AAA. That one was done in vermeil. So if you prefer 10 karat gold, we have the option for you point, but we want everyone to have an option. We want everyone to have a choice to be able to get home these gemstones. Okay, I'll just slip this back on. So here we go. I want y'all just to take a minute and just look at that stone. How rich in color, how saturated it is. That is AAA. Those diamonds are graded diamonds, and it's all in 10 karat rose gold. Your price today, whoa. Hold up, okay? We were looking. Y'all are seeing $8.99. I was seeing $7.20. Your price is actually going to be $5.40. $5.40. So we've gone from $8.99 down to $5.40 all through the live stream. It was clearance down. Then we had the coupon code. So you're getting savings upon savings. Your budget pay is $107.99. So $108. I typically round up with those 99 cents to $108. $108 on your budget pay. So today, to get this home, 10 karat gold, over 4 carats, no, over 9 carats. Where am I getting 4 from? Over 9 carats of amethyst with the addition of genuine earth mine diamonds. And you are paying $108 plus tax today. And we're going to ship this on over to you. Sizing, ooh, okay, our big sizes are not sold out. We are going from 5 to 11. We have the full size range. So whatever your ring size is, no excuses. We have this ready and waiting for you. Right here, right now, this is your moment to get in a AAA Lusaka amethyst. This is the time. This is the moment. There is that beautiful under gallery completely finished. And you might be thinking, well, why do you show those to us? The under gallery, right? That pretty much, that is what makes a ring comfortable, right? If the under gallery isn't finished, if it's not smooth, if it's not flat, that's not going to be a very comfortable piece. It's also not going to feel secure, right? When you have a nice flat, smooth under gallery, it's going to feel secure on the hand. It doesn't feel like it's going to slip off or slip inside, anything like that. So you always want to make sure you do have a finished under gallery, not just for the beauty, right? Because nobody's really seeing it, but for the comfort factor. So price point on this, as we mentioned, $540 with $108 budget pay. This will be shop 9 for that gorgeous Lusaka amethyst in 10 karat rose gold. And that will be our final amethyst of the show. We were waiting for that one to come up. Ooh, it looks like we will have some kunzite. Remember we were talking about morganite? And I was like, yeah, there's a distinction. We've got morganite and then we've got kunzite kind of in that pink family. Ooh, we actually have another kind of pink family gemstone that we very rarely see. Was not expecting this. We actually have blush apatite. So again, ooh, my goodness, you guys, this is gorgeous. Are y'all seeing what I'm seeing? This is stunning. Oh my goodness. Hold on. I'm going to put on my middle finger because it's slipping to the side. I need y'all to see this in its full glory right here. Blush apatite. Y'all, blush apatite is something that you would traditionally see on one of Tony's shows, our gem hunter. Blush apatite is not something that we come across regularly. I don't know if I've ever had blush apatite on the live stream. It is such a rare gemstone. So we've got blush apatite surrounded by natural earth mine diamonds. You've got an inner halo of champagne diamonds, an outer halo of white diamonds. So you've got 2 layers of diamonds moving out from this very rare and exotic Blush Appetite gemstone. Now, this is an elongated pear. Traditionally, a pear, there's different, you can only get it so elongated. It's been a minute since I took my gem course, but you can only get it so elongated where the stone is still sturdy and it won't crack or be damaged if you were to hit it. But this is a nice elongated pear. So it's really giving you that length on the hand, maximizing that surface area, right? Your pear is going to be just over 2 carats, 12 by 6 millimeters. Okay. So the length on that is double the width. That is how elongated that pear is. And an elongated pear, I mean, that's a very regal, expensive look when you have something elongated, just really creating a presence on the hand. Done in 10 carats. Yellow gold, not yellow gold, rose gold. Rose gold is going to be the perfect combination for this because that blush color, it's going to just kind of enhance that blush tone that we're seeing, right? It's going to bring all of those kind of pinky tones in together. This would definitely be a part of that pink tone family, right? The morganite, the pink morganite, the blush apatite, the kunzite. I honestly would have never even thought about blush apatite though, because we just don't see it. It isn't something that we regularly bring on the live stream or even on our live shows. So that's why I'm like, whoa, blush apatite. Was not expecting that in the lineup. And it's got that gorgeous double halo. You're getting 4.5 grams of gold. Again, over 2 carats, just over 2 carats, I think 2.05 on your blush apatite. And then the rest of that carat weight, 35 points of genuine earth mined diamonds. Let me measure this for y'all, top to bottom on your pair. I know when I say millimeters, for our jewelry enthusiasts, y'all know it instantly clicks like, oh, okay, 12 by 6 millimeters, got it. For others, if you're just streaming through and you're like browsing through, you're like 12 by 6 millimeters, that means nothing to me. I'm with you. I'm like, millimeters. This is America. We don't do millimeters. We do inches. So I always like to give y'all a measurement in inches as well. 3/4 of an inch from top to bottom on that pair. So that will give you a little bit of perspective of how large this is. It's very large, very prominent. All right, so starting price is not $999 as y'all are seeing. Good morning, Deborah. Deborah said hello. Thank you for tuning in with us from Facebook. Deborah, where are you tuning in from? Good morning. Or, yeah, we're still in morning. I'm like, I was about to say afternoon. We are still in the morning hours, still in the waking hours, especially depending on where you live. I guess if you're in California, it's 9 a.m. So you might just be starting your day, having some coffee. There we go. Your price is not $999. We actually had that clearanced down. So we were seeing $650, and then we apply the coupon code, and you're at $487.50. So we are at half the price, you guys, half the start price today. Can y'all believe that? Half the start price. That blows my mind. And then we have a budget pay of under $100, $97.50. To get this home on budget pay, no interest, no credit check. Sizing, we are going to start at size 5. There was a 4 and a 4.5. You can ring the bell. I would just get the size 5. Either have it sized, it is in gold, or add a ring sizer to it. What are we going up to in this one, Elias? 11? I hope. Okay, 10. 10.5 through 12. Those have sold out. Again, ring the bell and put your email. They will notify if you get them back in stock. They might also notify you if they're able to size this for you. They might see, oh, they're interested in a 11. We have a 10. Hey, we could size this for you. Would you be interested? Like I said, talk to the personal shoppers. They can always help you out with that as well. This will be shop 10. Okay, shop 10 for the ring. Now, shop 11 is a corresponding piece. So not only do we have blush apatite, but we have 2 blush apatite pieces in our lineup this morning, which, what are we doing? How has Tony allowed this? Traditionally, when Tony has a gemstone, an exotic gemstone, we don't really get those on the live stream that often. Unless it's like last in quantity, last in stock, then we might get them. But for the most part.
This will be a pendant only as well.
Okay, thank you, Elia. So this is going to be your standalone pendant. Don't worry about that. Don't let that be the thing that stops you from purchasing it. Because here's the thing, you guys. If you shop with us often, there's a pretty good chance you have a chain. You probably have multiple chains if you shop with us often here at Shop LC. So this is done in 10 karat rose gold, your actual pendant. So you could slip this onto any rose gold chain. I would also say we've put it on a yellow gold chain. And I think that works perfectly. I don't think it has to be that perfect match to the rose gold. Those flow beautifully. So it's not like, oh, oh, you put that on a yellow gold chain? Like, you're throwing me off. Not at all. I feel like those go seamlessly together. Now, let me check. Yeah, direct match from your ring to your pendant. So you're actually getting $245 on the carat weight of your blush apatite, and then you're going to get the additional 20 points from your diamond. So a little bit more carat weight, but when you look at the overall size, about the same there. And again, standalone pendant. Top to bottom should be the same, 3/4 of an inch. Yep, 3/4 of an inch there, top to bottom on your pendant. And again, it's a standalone pendant. That will not prohibit you. Even if you had a vermeil chain, a rose gold vermeil chain, you can wear it with that. I mean, sometimes I prefer the vermeil chains because I've had instances with my gold chains where I've broken them, and then you're devastated if it's a vermeil chain. And not that you would. I'm a little bit hard on my jewelry. Okay, guys, we have to take a pause because it's a special time. 11:11. This is a moment every time I'm on the live stream, which is less and less these days. But at 11:11, we take a pause. You can make a wish. You can say a prayer. You can just take a few deep breaths and recalibrate. If you've had a hectic morning, this is your 60 seconds to breathe and reset. Sometimes our mornings can get us all riled up. You don't want that to be the tone for your day, right? So take 60 seconds, breathe, recalibrate, and then we're going to start fresh, all of us together as a group. There's power in numbers, right? So we've got 60 seconds. Here we go. Okay, y'all. Finish up those wishes. You've got about 30 seconds there. Whatever it is, send it out, and it is going to be a beautiful day. I am putting that out there. Whatever you might be going through, you're going to get through it. You always do, right? Think back to those times where you thought you wouldn't survive. All right, about 15 seconds. We've got some great reviews on this pendant as well that we will get to in just a moment. Letting all of y'all have that moment. Let me know in the comments if you took your moment. You better have, okay? How often in life do you get an actual break? We're always moving. We're always going. How many places, how many moments do you have to just breathe?
That's okay.
Yeah. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. Like, someone better be taking their minute. I always try to really make it a point because I think we don't do that enough. We don't just pause enough. So if we can all pause collectively, I do think there's power to that. Okay, so this pendant starting at $7.99. That was your start price on the pendant, $7.99. That is not going to be the price that you pay. That's the price you're seeing. We then dropped it to $5.19. And then from $5.19, we are actually bringing it down to $3.89. Under $400 to get this pendant home. And if you want to do the corresponding pieces, I mean, how often do we see blush apatite? Look at those two together. I wanted to read this review to you from Spring. She said, I received this pendant yesterday. I have to say it is absolutely beautiful. I love it. To all Shop LC customers, I'd say get it. That was from, Laura Spring. Laura, okay. Laura, I'm so glad you love it. I love it too. I really do. I am just completely in awe that we have this here on the live stream. Again, 3/4 carats from top to bottom on your pendant. And you have the ring as well. That was the option before. So the pendant is shop 11. Hey, we were on shop 11 at 11:11. That's a lot of 11s. I know I'm goofy with all my numbers, but I'm a numbers person. So item 11 at 11:11. That seems like it's going to bring us good luck today. Okay. We are going to continue on. We are in our second hour, so a little bit of a recap here. If you want to shop with us, so easy. Comment to shop process, okay? So you will comment the word shop with the item number, no spaces. That is what's going to trigger an inbox message. So we will send this to your inbox, whatever platform you're viewing on, a link to the product. That's where you'll then click and shop. So we're not instantly charging you. I always say, create a little wish list, right? If you love it, just comment. Doesn't mean you have to get it. You're not obligated. You're not locked in. But then you at least have that item in your inbox. Because if you go to shoplc.com, we have so many pieces that you could get a little overwhelmed. You're like, wait, I came here to get the blush apatite. I'm getting off the website with Sleeping Beauty turquoise and morganite, and now I don't even know what I want. So if you love something, you're actually seeing it on, you're seeing it in motion, go ahead and just comment shop 12, shop 11, whatever it might be, so that you can get that into your inbox. and then keep track of what you're loving. All right, continuing with another new gemstone for this show in particular. We have premium Madagascar green apatite. So two apatite stones in a row. This is going to include genuine earth mine diamonds. Those are graded diamonds, all in 10 karat yellow gold. So as you can see during the show, we started with some vermeil, we've moved into 10 karat gold, and we'll kind of move and fluctuate in and out as we continue through the show. So you are getting 3 carats 15 in total carat weight on this piece. Now that oval Madagascar apatite, okay, that Paraíba apatite is 2.9 carats of gemstones. That is a 10 by 8 millimeter stone surrounded by diamonds. And those are baguette cut diamonds, and they're kind of on this angle. I almost call this like a domino effect, because you see those diamonds and it's like they're all just like falling on one another as you move around that oval, as you move around the oval apatite on your stone. 10 karat yellow gold, you're getting 4.3 grams of gold. That is a whole lot of gold in this piece. Gold prices are soaring. So the products that you're getting and the prices that you're getting don't just think about the gemstones. Think about that gold as well that you're getting in each one of these pieces. So the price that you see, $1,199. Not the price that we see. This is actually leftover clearance. This is at $899. That is pre-coupon code. When we actually get with our coupon code, we're going to be at $675. $675 with a budget pay of $135. So that is what you're looking at today. And I wanted to start with that just so y'all kind of knew what you were looking at. Sizes, we're going to be starting at size 5. So petite fingered friends, we have you covered with that size 5 going up through size 11. So majority of them will have a half size available. It looks like 10.5 is sold out. So maybe you go to 10 or 11 and add a sizer, slip it on another finger, or potentially look into sizing it. All right, so that green apatite color, it's a really warm green. You can kind of see there behind, it's a very, I almost call it like a mossy green. It's very warm. It's like kind of walking into an enchanted forest, right? It's just this inviting green. And I know sometimes the images I have, y'all might be going, she has lost it, but it is. It's like walking into this lush green enchanted forest. That's what I see when I look at this green apatite, this Madagascar green apatite. Amazing rating on this. We are at 4.5 stars, and it is hard to keep up star ratings, you guys. If y'all are on anything where you look at reviews, I primarily look at reviews if I'm buying clothes or if I'm booking a hotel, right? It is very rare that you see anything with a 4.5 plus rating, because I just say sometimes as people, we tend to veer to the negative, right? We're very quick to review if we haven't had the greatest experience. We're not always as quick to review when we've had a great experience. So I love that our customers have such a great experience that they take the time to review and say how much they love the product, because I just feel like that isn't something we see all the time. Aaron wrote, wowza, beautiful in every way. We had, another Aaron K. We had Aaron U and Aaron K wrote, beautiful green apatite. I would give it 5 stars. The ring is awesome. So yeah, 2 incredible reviews right there. And that just goes to show what Shop LC is all about. We really are in the business of delivering joy. It's not just something we say. It's not just a little fun catchphrase. It's what we strive to do every single day. And we do offer you that 30-day joy guarantee. So if you get it home and you're like, that doesn't look like an enchanted forest, like Lauren said, guess what? You've got 30 days of easy returns, but we're confident that you're going to get these pieces home and love them even more than you did when you were seeing them on the live stream, on the TV side, wherever it is. All right, shop 12 for our Madagascar green apatite. We've got some fun friends joining us. Tony is in the house. Hey, Tony, I hope you're having a good day out in Chicago. Let us know what the weather's like in Chicago. I imagine y'all are probably kind of similar to us here in Texas. I feel like last time we talked, you had said it was going to be a little bit humid or potentially rainy, which has been a while. I'm saying that as if that was yesterday. I don't remember the last time we had talked, Tony, but that might have been a couple of weeks ago now.
I'll be honest, I am hoping for rain.
No, that was last night. I thought it said, my phone had said it was going to rain in Georgetown, but I think that was last night. Okay, so if you are loving your Madagascar green apatite, Ooh la la, we are in for a treat because we have a corresponding pendant. Now, like with our blush apatite, this will be a standalone pendant. So you will get your pendant. It's done in 10 karat gold. We have moved towards including more chains with our gold pendants, but a lot of our pieces that have been around a little bit longer will not be having that chain included. But again, don't let that limit you. You can put this on your vermeil yellow gold chain. You could find a yellow gold chain on our website. Believe me, we got it all. So there is something for you to get this home and enjoy this pendant. That oval is going to be a 10 by 8 millimeter oval, 2.9 carats of gorgeous Madagascar Paraíba apatite. Again, it's just that rich green. It's that lush green, right? Just luscious rainforest color. And even looking, I'm wearing green today, right? But mine's kind of more like a sagey green. This pops because it is so rich and lush in color. And then you get all of those taper baguettes, 25 points in diamonds, in that kind of domino effect. And you see those, they're clustered in twos, but they're at that angle. So it really gives life to the pendant. It kind of gives this look of movement, right? Those diamonds are just, whoop, they are moving around, just kind of leaning on one another as they make their way around the pendant. Now, with the blush apatite as well as this one, Elias, is this just one of the gold tone chains that we have on set that I'm putting these on?
Yes.
Okay, so this is just a little gold tone chain. So that just goes to show you don't have to get a specific fancy chain. Now, in time, with your gold pieces, you can always work up to getting a gold chain, but it's not a necessity. You don't have to come out of the gate with the perfect chain. You will get the pendant home, and believe me, you will find a way to wear this pendant. You're going to be in love, and you're going to find a way to wear the pendant. I'm going to take this off and put it on the hand so that y'all can see the size from veil to base on this one. I did forget to mention at the top of the hour, budget pay. So if you're curious when I keep saying, and your budget pay prices, budget pay are portioned out payments. This is not a Shop LC credit card. This is not a third party that we're like tossing you out to, like, okay, I might do a little online shopping from time to time, okay? And sometimes when you go to checkout, they'll say, hey, you could pay this much a month for this. And I'm like, oh, okay, let me click on it. And then I do, and it tosses you to a third party. You're putting in all your information. They're doing a credit check. You're paying interest. No, that's what I'm like, never mind. I'm not doing that. That is not the case with Shop LC. That is not the case with budget pay. So this is simply portioned out payments. You will not pay a penny more for utilizing budget pay than you would pay if you paid it full out. So I use budget pay on literally everything. Even if I'm buying like a $20 item, I'll be on budget pay. I have little payments that come out each month. Sometimes they're like $4, $7, $15. Those are my little budget pays that come out each month. Okay, so pendant, veil to base, measurement, 3/4 of an inch. Three-quarters of an inch there on your pendant. Price point, we were starting at $1,000. We are going to apply that coupon code, which brings you to $750 with a $150 budget pay. Let me twist that back over. Again, look at that luscious green color. So specific to your green apatite, to that Madagascar green apatite. And if you are just tuning in, you're like, ooh, I love that gemstone. I need that in my collection. We did have the corresponding ring prior. So the pendant will be shop 13. The ring was shop 12. And we've got both of those available.
Bundle deal is available as well.
Oh, there's also a bundle and save. So Elias and I, we have discovered sometimes we wiggle through a little loophole, and from time to time you are able to apply your Live 25 on top of the bundle and save. So we always say, just give it a try. It might not, but sometimes you can get double savings and actually stack that discount on top of your discount. So I always encourage you, give it a whirl. You never know. I forget who was telling me. They said they just, whenever they go to a website, they'll try like a coupon code, even if it's like an old coupon code from their email or something. And sometimes they'll work. Like they're still active even if they have been expired. So now I'm like even more encouraged. Just always give it a try. Always try a coupon code. You never know. There might be some little extra savings headed your way. All right. What do we have next, Elias? We've had some nice gemstones. Oh my goodness. We have been on a roll. We had blush apatite. We've had our green apatite. We are just moving and grooving with these gemstones today.
We had Tanzania.
Ooh, I would love that. Let's head to Tanzania. Okay. Ooh, this is gorgeous. Okay, so we have Tanzanian blue spinel. I wish you could see this in person. Every time I see Tanzania blue spinel, it's like, whew, because it's like it glows. This stone, it's truly like there's an inner glow radiating it. It's like this beautiful blue, royal blue, but there is a glow to it that I feel like is really hard to portray through the camera. And of course, we're working with camera phones. iPhones are very high tech, but when it comes to gemstones and getting all of those color properties, it's sometimes kind of hard. This stone glows. Okay, so surrounding our stone in that halo and down the band, we're going to have diamonds from our Luxuriant Lab Diamond Collection. Those are going to be beautiful graded stones. You've got 32 diamonds in total. Now, your Tanzanian blue spinel, that is a 10 by 8 millimeter octagon coming in at just under 4 carats on your stone. I'm trying to see if I can get this at an angle where you can see that glowing essence. And maybe kind of here on the screen you can a little bit. But I encourage you, if you have not owned a Tanzanian blue spinel, get this home and look at it in the sunlight. You're like, wow, she's right. There's something kind of just magical about Tanzanian blue spinel. It has this little glowing essence to it that is so different from other gemstones. I'll give you another close-up peek there. Now, obviously, Tanzanian comes from Tanzania. It's a very saturated blue, and it's very rare in the spinel family as well. Between about a 7.5 and an 8 there on the hardness scale. And it is an August birthstone. So, hey, if it's your birthday month, celebrate good times with some Tanzanian blue spinel. Top to bottom measuring, we are looking at 1/2 inch from top to bottom on that stone. Look at how beautiful that is. I mean, the Luxuriant Lab diamonds, the Tanzanian blue spinel. And we do have a review on this. So I'm interested to read that because I'm curious to see what y'all are saying about this at home, because it's one of those stones, if you have yet to experience it, I think it really will have you doing what I do where I go, oh my goodness, it's glowing. It's gorgeous. There's just something so mystical about this stone. So start price on this is $7.99. We are bringing it down to $5.99. So your price, your out-the-door price, $600 plus tax. Of course, you're getting complimentary shipping here on the live stream. All orders $49.99 or more. And then your budget pay option is $120. So $120 to get a home, try it on, and fall in love. You will have that 30-day joy guarantee. You're not going to need it. You're really not. Let's take a peek at a review here. Gorgeous wrote, stunning stone and design. I am in love with this ring. It's a beautiful color and cut. One of my favorites. I wish it had been available in a size 5 so I could wear it with my wedding ring. Ooh, I love that. She's going to wear this with her wedding ring. How sweet is that? But I'll use a sizer. I've been telling you all day, get those ring sizers. Oh, I love that. Any fine sapphire would have trouble outshining this beauty. Yeah, there is just something special about Tanzanian blue spinel. I cannot quite explain it other than there's a glow, there's an essence, there's something magical about this stone. We are starting at size 5. We are moving up through size 12. So we have this for everybody. Everyone can get Tanzanian blue spinel on their hand, in their jewelry box, in their collection today. $120 on your budget pay. You are going to comment shop 14. Shop 14.
Do you a shout out?
Ooh, yes, we have Christina joining us. Christina tuning in from California. And I love the flowers. I love that. That does give me California vibes right now. I think we could all use a day in California to cool off a little bit in the midst of our Texas summer heat. Christina, thank you for saying hello in the chat. To anybody out there, if you are tuning in, whether on YouTube, whether you're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, our website, actually, they can't comment from the website, right?
I believe they can.
Okay, wherever you're tuning in from, comment, say hello, let me know where you're tuning in from. My name is Lauren, again, one of your hosts here at Shop LC. Get to hang out with y'all here in the live stream studio, which is so much fun. It really is. It's a different environment. It's a fun environment. It's social media, after all. So I say, social media. We got to get social. So get social, like Christina did. Say hello. Let us know where you're tuning in from today. All right, shop 14 on that ring. We've got a pendant. So we got to continue because we have a matching pendant to that ring. Oh my goodness. The ring took my breath away, and then the pendant's doing the same. Direct match there on your sizing. You are going to have diamonds moving up the bail of that pendant. And again, this will be a standalone pendant. Wait.
This is the Texas too for
18 inches. Whoa. Okay. I'm over here getting ahead of myself. I'm like, well, it's in gold, so it's going to be a standalone. But no, you're going to get a 10 karat gold, 18 inch chain included. This is a big deal, you guys. You are getting your chain included in gold. So this is ready to wear. Look at that. Are y'all seeing that color on your Tanzanian blue spinel? It's incredible, you guys, how rich and deep in color that is, and just that vibrancy that kind of pops off of that stone. Again, surrounded by our luxuriant lab diamonds. The luxuriant lab diamonds, I mentioned this earlier, but do not let that be something that deters you. A lab diamond is a diamond simply created in a different atmosphere. Okay, we can control a little bit more because we are actually creating the perfect environment for that stone to be created in.
Speaking of environment, we do have another studio shout out from the web.
We do. Howdy from the web. I like that, howdy. As an A&M girl, howdy was the go-to. It was kind of like rule on campus. If you pass by someone, you're supposed to say howdy. I don't think many students do it anymore, but when I go back now, as a been out of college for a while, I do, and I like to say it to all the students, and they're looking at me like, what's wrong with this lady? It's fun. It's fun to say howdy. Howdy to our website viewer. I appreciate you. Thank you for letting me know too, because I was in the mindset that you couldn't comment from the web. I don't know why I thought that. I think for a little while you couldn't maybe. So howdy, welcome to the live stream. I love to see everybody who's tuning in. It really does make this so much fun for us, right? When we know y'all are there, when we're getting to interact with you guys. So chain is included, veil to base. Let's measure that out. Veil to base, 3/4 of an inch from top to bottom on this one. And we will get into the specific details. 4.3 total carat weight between your Tanzanian blue spinel and those diamonds. There we go. We've got another one coming in from Texas. Yes, we love seeing anybody from Texas. Hey, we're based in Texas. Many of us are from Texas, so we got some Texas pride in the building today. But we love hearing where all of y'all are from. When we had our Gem Fest and we had our customers from all over the country, it was so special to see that you could be watching in New York, you could be watching in California, you could be watching in Utah, but we all come together, right? And we're all watching and we're all kind of part of this Shop LC family. It's so neat. It's such a neat experience. So appreciative to each and every one of you out there, wherever you're tuning in from. Okay, 10 by 8 millimeters on your Tanzanian blue spinel. Just under 4 carats on that stone, and then an additional 28 diamonds. Diamonds. Yes, they're luxuriant lab diamonds, but they are diamonds. And that is something that we want to specify, and I always want to be fully transparent with you guys. But lab diamonds are diamonds, and we're really working into trying to build that knowledge and understanding. And even myself, it takes a lot of studying and understanding to realize, wow, okay, same chemical composition, same chemical structure as a diamond, simply made in a different place. So it couldn't be a diamond if it had a different structure, a different chemical structure, but same chemical composition. Wouldn't be a diamond if it had the same chemical composition or same chemical structure but different composition. Couldn't be a diamond, but it has both. So guess what? You are getting diamonds. Your price point today is coming down to $675, and then entering into that budget pay, we are looking at $135. So $135 on your budget pay. And I forget, Elias, what was the price on the ring? Oh, wait, I have it. The ring was... Okay, the ring was starting at $799. So you are getting both of these. We had $675, and I believe this one would be $599. Okay, so $675, $599. My math is not working, but about $1,300 to get both of these, to get this complete set in Tanzanian blue spinel, which if you don't have it in your collection, I know we've got a lot of collectors out there who love collecting their gemstones. And if you have a just very vast collection and you don't yet have Tanzanian blue spinel in that collection, today is the day. This is the moment. So please comment sold, or not sold, shop 15. We used to have sold. It's been a long time, but still sometimes mentally I just revert back to that. Shop 15 for the pendant, shop 14 for the ring. If you want to start with one, Totally understand. But you are getting the entire set in 10 karat yellow gold with the chain for under $1,300. That is a crazy good deal. All right, comment shop 14 for the ring, 15 for the pendant. Here's one more up close peek at that ring so you really see that blue, that magical blue that comes in our Tanzanian blue spinel.
Shout out to Susie, Rafi, Nilo joining us on Insta.
Hey friends, we've got quite a few friends joining us on Instagram. Susie, how are you? Ravi. Oh, we've got Jacob Clark joining us. Jacob, I've seen you in here a few times. How are you doing today? All right, lots of people tuning in on Instagram today, Facebook as well, and from the web. I love seeing y'all on the web. I really don't, I guess we just don't get that many comments from the web. They're typically from Instagram and then after that, Facebook. So it is nice to see you guys tuning in from the web. We are going to do a quick little recap of some of the items that we've done before we move into our next piece. So, how do we even do this? I'm going to start with one of my absolute favorite pieces. We've got our Sleeping Beauty turquoise, massive Sleeping Beauty turquoise in gold. Okay, and that is a 15 by 15 millimeter, 10.5 karat Sleeping Beauty turquoise. Isn't that gorgeous? An American gem, an American treasure. I absolutely love Sleeping Beauty turquoise. It's that robin's egg blue, pure in color. And we have an incredible price point on this one today. It does have an appraisal. So when we have the appraisals, whenever you see something on the website and it says certified and appraised, that means you're going to get an appraisal card with your piece. So your price today is actually $828. Your estimated replacement value is $3,500. So that's quite the difference. These are pieces that you want to get while you can at these price points. And also, if you are building your collection, I feel like it's really nice to have the appraisal cards. The Luxoro pieces will also come with a little Luxoro card. And so as you're building your collection, if you want to make sure you're keeping track of everything that you have, you can keep that little card in there with your jewelry so that you're going through. And I know many of you have a lot in your collection and you're going back and you're going, wait, what's the carat weight on this one? What's the carat weight on that one? And so if you don't get the cards, if you're not buying Luxoro pieces or certified and appraised pieces, I always recommend get a little index card, cut it in half and either write or just like print out the item description and put it on there and keep it so that if you're getting a huge collection down the road, you know exactly what you have in each one of your pieces. So that was just a little shout out, little spotlight to our Sleeping Beauty turquoise piece. Budget pay on that was $165. $165 for the Sleeping Beauty, and that was shop 8 for our Sleeping Beauty turquoise. Now we are getting into kunzite, which when I mentioned kunzite earlier, I actually didn't know we had it in the show. So the fact that we have it is a sweet little surprise. I thought I knew everything we have in the show today. Somehow I glazed over the kunzite, and I don't know how because I love this stone. Oh my goodness, such a beautiful, just kind of soft purple tone on your kunzite. This is actually done in rhodium over sterling. And this is going to be, you guys, a quad A Petroki kunzite. So remember we were talking earlier about grading where like you've got AAA and then you've got quad A. Quad A on your Petroki kunzite. So you are getting the best of the best when it comes to the color on that kunzite. Then we are also again featuring our luxuriant lab diamonds. Those will move around that stone, around that pear in a halo. And then they're going to be moving down the band. And we're not just sticking with the rounds. As you move down the band, you're going to have outer rows of round diamonds and then an inner row of baguette cut diamonds. So that's giving you some nice contrast as you move down the band. And I also want to mention the setting. Okay, so this kunzite stone is sitting up high. And I know it's hit or miss. People either love a high place stone and it's like they want the high profile. I know my grandmother, if something is high profile, she's in love. She's like, yes, that is what I want. Other people, they feel like it might get in the way. Maybe you live in a cold climate, you wear gloves a lot. You're not necessarily looking for high profile rings. I always like to point out, this is going to sit higher up on the hand. Now that's going to allow a lot of light. With the way that setting is done in your rhodium over sterling, a lot of light can enter through and really just shine through that stone. So sizing on your quad A Petroki kunzite, 14 by 10 millimeters, just under 7.5 carats. on that stone. And then an additional carat weight there, about a quarter carat of diamonds from those luxuriant lab diamonds. Starting price on this one was $1,400. Now remember, we're talking about quad A Petroki kunzite. So you might be going, well, it's rhodium over sterling, right? Why is it at $1,400? It's quad A Petroki kunzite. So we were to do this in white gold, say we were to do this in platinum, it would be so much higher. So we're actually bringing accessibility to quad A Petroki kunzite, which is a stone that so many people just adore. I am one of those people. I really wasn't so familiar with kunzite prior to coming to Shop LC, and I have fallen in love with it very quickly. It's a very feminine stone, right? Kind of like that. I said that earlier. The background right now is very Petroki kunzite vibes, with that backlighting being kind of that soft purple to pink tone. That is what you are getting on your Petroki kunzite. Sizing on this is extremely limited. Okay, we are going size 6 and 7. That's all we have remaining in stock. Now, 8 and 9, we had them. So ring that bell. Put in your email address. If somehow, some way we obtain another 8 or a 9, you will be the first to know. We will email you. We will let you know, hey, guess what? We've got another one. And then you can click it, buy it, get this home. But I will say with the rhodium over sterling, if you were trying to size up, it's going to not be so sizable. So I would definitely reach out to personal shoppers too. They can always see sometimes there might be like one in quantity that isn't released, or sometimes there's something. Now, no promises there, but it never hurts to ask. Your price point today after that coupon code is coming down to $1,050. And then your budget pay is $210. So $210 to get this home. We measure top to bottom. This is massive. Okay, 3/4 of an inch from top to bottom, including, not just the pear, but then that pear-shaped halo in your luxuriant lab-grown diamonds. Elias, is there a picture that shows the side view of that so we can show them on the screen how high up that stone sits? Love kind of the lore behind Petroki kunzite, helping to achieve balance between your emotion and reason. Represents the encouragement for self-development, which we could all use, right? There's this Japanese principle called kaizen, and that reminded me of that, encouraging self-improvement or self-development. Kaizen means continuous improvement. Never best, always better. So you've never hit your peak. You can always strive to be better. You can always strive for a little bit more. So you're continuously evolving, continuously improving. And Kaizen, that's a term I use working with Toyota, a Japanese term, but I've actually carried it into my life because I feel like it's something that doesn't just apply to manufacturing vehicles. It applies to everything, right? We could all use a little Kaizen in our life, that continuous evolving and changing.
I've actually heard that term too. I like it.
It's a really neat term. Okay, there we go. Here it is. Thank you so much, Elias. So this is what I'm talking about, okay? That setting, your stone has a very high profile. So it is going to be set up high with kind of that basket cage-like setting there beneath the stone. So you are getting some height on this piece. If that is your thing, this is your ring. Okay, if you like a little bit more low profile, no worries. We've got plenty of options for you, but I just want to make sure you know exactly what you're getting when you get this home. This piece will be shop 16, okay, shop 16. And Miss Pat had a really great question. How many children has Shop LC fed to date? And I don't know that we haven't updated. I think the last time we checked, Elias, were we at 55 million?
I believe you are correct.
Okay, so last time was 55 million. I don't think they've done an update in a little bit, so it is beyond that at this point. But if you are new here, new to Shop LC, welcome. Your purchase fees is kind of the heart of our company. It is something that is so special. It is something that to me is so rare and kind of unheard of, right? So we don't ask anything of you. We don't ask you to round up. We don't ask you to add $1. All we ask is that you shop. And you're going to do it anyway, right? I mean, we all go into stores. We all do this. We shop. And if you're tuning in, chances are you are like me. You enjoy shopping. And so you're not doing anything extra. You're shopping the way you normally would, right? So every time you shop, for every single item that you purchase, it can be an item, an under 10 item on a Friday. It can be a $1,000 item, $1,000 Petroki kunzite with me on the live stream. no matter what you purchase, we are going to donate a meal to a child in need on your behalf. And that is not thanks to us. That is all thanks to you. We would not be able to do your purchase feeds without each and every one of you out there shopping with us. So it has become a huge thing with us here at Shop LC. Over 55 million meals. And if y'all are tuning in this week to the live program, there's Live from India shows, and Lolo is actually going to be going to the facilities through where we feed children through your purchase feeds. Becky's in the house. Becky's actually been to those facilities in India and has spoken about how amazing and just kind of the magnitude of those facilities. So it is incredible. I'm so proud of what Shop LC is doing, and I'm so thankful to each of y'all for shopping with us here at Shop LC. All right, continuing on, we are moving into opal. Now, this is your Ethiopian Willow opal. So earlier we had the Elysian opal, which was gorgeous, more of that blue undertone. We are getting back into the Ethiopian Willow opal. So as I was mentioning earlier, more of that milky white with those flashes of the rainbow moving through that stone. So walking through all the details on this one, that is an 18 by 13 millimeter oval, over 7.5 carats on your opal, with the addition 19 points of diamonds. So you're actually going to have 2 baguette cut diamonds on each side of that huge oval opal. Look at that. Massive on the hand. Oh my goodness. All done in 18 karat yellow gold. Y'all, we haven't seen 18 karat yellow gold all day. This is our first piece in 18 karat yellow gold. Look at that opal. Look at the flashes of color that you see in that stone. I mean, it really is the color of the rainbow within your opal. It always kind of boggles me to imagine that a stone like this comes from the earth, right? I mean, just the beauty in nature that is to be discovered when you look at gemstones. It's like, wow. It really just makes you think about the beauty of nature, the beauty of life. Here that is again on the hand. Let me measure that. And this is a certified and appraised piece. So it is at 3/4 of an inch, a little under, maybe I'd say about 0.7 inches. What'd you say, Elias?
I'd rock it as a pinky ring.
Oh, you could totally do that. Well, our sizing, we're starting at size 6. What are we going up to?
We are going up to 12.
6 through 12. Okay, 6 through 12. 5 and 5.5 are sold out. I would put a ring sizer on there. You can ring that bell as well. Okay, so we talked about the sizing on this, that 7.5 carat opal, 18 by 13, 19 points of diamonds, 2 baguettes on each side, all done in 18 karat gold. Oh my goodness. Well over 50% pure gold. Now let's get into pricing because I have this appraisal card. So y'all know this is about to be one of those moments, right? Where we're like, here's your price. Here's the estimated replacement value. And the difference is quite big.
So seeing a different price as well.
That is true. Good point, Elise. Look at those flashes of red and pink. Oh my goodness. I never get over opal. I really don't. It's almost like a meteorologist chart when you see like the radar moving through. That's kind of what opal is like with those colors moving through it. It's like the radar. Okay, so starting price is not what you're seeing. Y'all are seeing $2,199. Oh no, that's not where we're starting. We are starting at $1,979. We are then applying the coupon code and we are bringing you to $1,485. $1,485 with a budget pay of $297. $297 on budget pay to get this home. 18 karat gold. We have not had 18 karat gold all day. This is part of our Ileana collection. So your price, $1,485. Estimated replacement value, $6,300. So what this means is since you have this appraisal, now you can always get it reappraised. This was appraised. Oh my goodness. We have pulled this out. This was appraised in 2022. So you could have this reappraised. Given the current value of gold and the fact that this is 18 karat gold, this could appraise differently. That's very possible. But since you have this appraisal, you can add this to your insurance. So that's a nice little perk of having an appraisal added as well. All right, friends, that will be Shop 17. Shop 17 for that gorgeous Ethiopian willow opal. I kind of just want to keep it on. It's so pretty. Oh my goodness. So mesmerizing, right? Is anyone else out there, you see an opal and you're just like, what is happening within that stone? How are you getting all of that color within that stone?
Every time I see it.
Yeah.
Right? Thank you, John. Me too. Completely mesmerized. Okay. So we had all the stones that I was talking about when we were talking about, we brought out our Maripino Morganite. I was like, okay, you guys. So there are a few of these gemstones that are kind of in that pink tone. And I talked about Maripino Morganite being more peachy. Then I talked about Petroki Kunzite being more of like kind of that light purple tone. And then I talked about pink Morganite. One of my favorites. I'm a pink girl through and through. Pink Morganite. It is just the perfect soft blush color pink. Oh my goodness. And we have it for you right now. This is in 14 karat rose gold, the perfect metal tone when it comes to pink Morganite to really enhance the color of that stone. This is going to be AAA on your pink Morganite, an 11 by 9 millimeter stone, bringing you to 3.46 carats on that oval. That is a nice prominent pink Morganite surrounded by diamonds. Y'all, 80 diamonds. So these diamonds are clustered beautifully. It's not even in rows. They're clustered beautifully. Every bit of space is filled in surrounding that stone. So it's not even like you have a double halo or a triple halo. It is a cluster of diamonds surrounding this stone. This setting is just absolutely gorgeous. It is so luxurious, glamorous, classy, elegant. Oh my goodness. Okay, so AAA on your pink Morganite. We have 14 karat rose gold. You've got 80 diamonds, 67 points of diamonds. And it is going to be something where we have that appraisal along with it. Now, sizing, we are starting at size 6. We will be moving up through size 10. Those end caps have gone. Now, being that it is in 14 karat gold, this is sizable. So if you wanted to size it up or down, you could. But we've got that middle base, that middle kind of chunk of sizes still available to you. So you can get in on those. Y'all's price that you're seeing, $3,599. I'm going to say that start price is way lower than the estimated replacement value that we even have on this ring. Ooh, Miss Pat made up a beautiful point, a great point. This would make a beautiful engagement ring. Yeah, it would. Hello. Pink Dreams right there. That's a gorgeous ring. Who was it? J-Lo that had a pink engagement ring back in the 2000s, early 2000s? She's
had so many, it's hard to keep track.
It is hard to keep track. I think at one point, J-Lo had a pink. I think the first time she was engaged to Ben Affleck, she had a... She's got a nice jewelry collection. So yeah, that would make a beautiful engagement ring if you were looking for a colored stone, which I know a lot of people are veering towards colored engagement rings. That is definitely something that has become more and more popular. When you look at something like this, why would you not, right? Okay, so the price you're seeing, $35.99, not the price that we have. We have clearance this down to $2,700. After your coupon code, you are looking at $2,025. Okay, it's your 2025. $2,025, and then your budget pay is $405. So $405 to get this home. If you're even slightly in love, call me at Shop 18. If you can make $405 happen, get this home. This is a dream ring. If you love your pink tones, if this is your style, if you've wanted pink Morganite, just the way the diamonds are set, all of it, it's so dreamy. I'm falling in love looking at it. Truly. Oh my goodness. Let me measure that for y'all. Okay, just under 3/4 of an inch again. That's kind of been the average for today when we're looking at those larger rings. Okay, Shop 18. Shop 18. Now, we have the corresponding pendant coming up. Oh, wait. Your price today, $2,025. Estimated replacement value, $10,500. $10,500, your price, $2,025. So always something to keep note of. However, have them reappraised when you get them home. Honestly, even take them to your local jewelers. I always say you do not have to take my word for it. You don't have to take any of our word for it. You can cross shop online. You can cross shop at your local jewelry store. You can even take your ring and wear your ring in and, you know, see, hey, this is what I paid. Is it a great deal? Have a feeling the jeweler's jaw will drop and they'll go, what? That's what you paid for that? Okay, so getting into the corresponding pendant, which again is going to be a certified and appraised piece. So pretty much match to match, 11 by 9 millimeter on your pink morganite. 3.46 carats with the additional carat weight in diamonds. It's that same beautiful setting. So those diamonds are just scattered about on the outer edges of that stone, completely filling in the space with sparkle, with glisten, with shine, with diamonds, right? And these are gorgeous earth mine diamonds, 67 points to be exact. Look at that on the neckline. Now, Elias, this one... Ooh, this one is coming with a chain. Okay, again, 2 in a row on pendants where we are getting an 18-inch, 14-karat rose gold chain included, ready to wear. You're going to want to wear it. You definitely want to have a chain ready. So I love that this comes with a chain because you're going to open the box and go, I'm putting that on. No matter what you're doing that day, you will be wanting to wear your morganite. Even if you're just running errands, you're like, I'm wearing my morganite pendant. I am walking out the store with my morganite on. That is how gorgeous this pendant is. A moment for the morganite, for the pink morganite. There is a bundle and save option, so of course you can always try that. Now, your price. We were looking at a start price. Y'all were $34.99. We actually brought, is that the price we're looking at, Elias?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we brought it down to $26.25. Then we added the coupon code, and you're looking at $19.68. $1968.75 with a budget pay of $393.75. Now, if you wanted to bundle and save, stack that coupon, get some added savings, you could actually get both of these home. So if you were like, man, I have dreamt of pink morganite, this is my moment, maybe you just had a really great bonus or raise at work, maybe you have a milestone coming up, an anniversary or birthday, you're going to treat yourself. You could get both of these home on budget pay today for $718. $718 on your budget pay. Again, the pendant, this one's appraised at $10,200. So you're looking at about $20,000 appraisal wise between these two, and you can get them home on budget pay for $718. All right, friends, that wraps up the items we have today. If there's anything you'd like to see again, please let me know in the comments. Now, we will be back with you at 2 p.m. from 2 to 4, and we will be featuring our luxuriant lab diamonds. So that's going to be a really fun show. I'm already really excited. One of the rings we have on there, we didn't get to it on one of my television spots the other day, and I was in love. So I'm very excited to be able to bring that to you on the live stream. I have a feeling y'all are going to love it. And I know many of you have really fallen in love with our luxuriant lab diamond collection. So excited to bring those to you at 2 p.m. We will be live from 2 to 4. And then this evening, we'll have a third live stream from 6 to 8. What do y'all have on the 6 to 8, Elias?
I believe we are looking at emerald.
Emeralds. Okay, emeralds. Man, what a day. What a packed day of deals here. Danielle will be with you guys at 6 p.m. for an emerald show. So my goodness, we went from bold to diamonds, and then we're going into emeralds. It is going to be quite the day here at Shop LC in the live stream. Thank you to everyone who hung out with us this morning. I hope that your Wednesday is off to a great start. If you're not able to tune in with us at 2, don't forget, you can always rewatch the live streams on shoplc.com. And if there's ever a gemstone that you're in the market for and you're like, man, I just want to see this gem in action, go to the live stream page and scroll through our lives, because majority of our shows, today we had a nice little variety of gems, but majority of our shows are gem specific. So like, for example, the next show will be diamonds and then emeralds. So if you're looking for something in particular, go to the live stream and check those out. All right, friends, my name is Lauren Masters. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for spending your morning with me. Bye, y'all.